Hi, Darren Hunter here. You know, one of the biggest mindset resistant issues that we come across with agents when we say you can get higher and better fees, one of those is, well, but Darren, you can't do that. Owners only care about cheap fees. Now, there are other what we call big buts, but that's a big one that consistently comes up. Let's deal with this, and I want to show you why it's simply not true. All right? You see, 95% of owners care about something else. Now, let me just correct what I'm saying here. There are 5% of owners that do care about cheap fees. They're what we call our C-class landlords. You know, very quickly, they're over-demanding and unreasonable, and they take up lots of your time with unreasonable and frivolous requests. They want above-market rents. They want cheap fees. They put little to no money into the property. They tend to have a crap property that just attracts a crap tenant. And they generally have a low rent property too. That makes it really bad for business, and you really shouldn't be going after that sort of business and saying no to those types of owners. So the 95% of owners, thank goodness, are not like that. And what do they care about the most? Well, it isn't cheap fees. They're not, for example, when they're coming to you, they're not losing sleep the night before thinking, boy, I just hope tomorrow that I'm going to find that agent that's going to give me cheap fees. I've got to find that agent. They are not losing sleep on that issue, but they are losing sleep on something else. See, firstly, understand there's a reason why they're coming to you. There's a reason why they've chosen to come to you and not do it themselves. They are concerned and they believe a quality agent is going to be able to give them the peace of mind that they're looking for. Otherwise, they do it themselves and keep the money for themselves. What they're losing sleep over is they fear getting a bad tenant. They fear the rent not being paid because they can't afford to pay the mortgage on their own home and also the rental property as well. They fear the rental property not being cared for and the property condition not looked after. That's what they really fear. And when they come to you, they are gravitating towards the best expert that they think is going to give them the peace of mind that can take all their troubles and their problems away. So the next question that's left to ask is, well, that's all good and well, Darren. The owners are focused on getting a quality agent, but why are they always asking me for discounts? And see, that's where we come in real estate. It is normal to negotiate on fees. You see, that same owner that's going to ask you questions that makes you think all they're after is cheap fees. That same owner is going to go to the supermarket or they go to the drive-through McDonald's and they don't ask for a discount. Funny that, isn't it? Why? Because you work in real estate, your fees are meant to be negotiable. You see, when you go and buy something on Facebook Marketplace, I bet you're asking for a discount. I bet when you go and buy a second-hand car, I bet you're asking for a better price. I bet when you go to Bali or Fiji and you hop off that plane and you're in holiday mode, I bet you're not going to pay full price and ask for a bargain or a discount on a t-shirt or a bag or a dress or whatever, aren't you? Why? Because in Bali and Fiji, in Facebook Marketplace and second-hand car sales, it is normal and acceptable to negotiate. Real estate is one of those. So understanding their primary motive is they're looking for peace of mind. They're looking for that quality agent. They're looking for that hero. That is the number one thing that they're looking for, but they're also playing the game of negotiation. All right. Now, we did a poll into an investor group some time ago, and I asked the question, when it comes to selecting a property manager, what's the most important thing to you? And in fact, I share this poll in my book, Win Your Worth Secrets, where we go through what we're talking about here. Now, the book is free. All you've got to do is pay for shipping. We've paid for the printing. Just go to winyourworthsecrets.com and you'll be able to pick up the book. Now, the poll that we've got in the book there, it was very simple. Again, we asked the question, when selecting an agent, what's the most important thing to you? And option one I had that they can choose from is they want a quality, reliable property manager. The second option that I put there was, well, I want cheap or cheaper fees. Either option one or option two. what's the most important thing. Now, very early in the poll, a third person added a third option, which says, well, I want both. I want a quality, reliable agent, and I want cheap or cheaper fees. Fair enough. And then someone else added, I want someone who's not managing excessive properties. Okay, well, that really should be option one, a quality, reliable agent. Another one said, well, I want someone that knows their job really well. And then another one put in, I want someone that's not afraid to get market rents. And there was another one as well. And all of those could easily be put up into option one. They're looking for a quality, reliable property manager. And so at the end of the poll, 90% of people chose option number one. They want a quality, reliable property manager. Now, they could have chosen number two. They didn't. And they could have chosen number three, which is I want the best of both worlds. And in option three, they didn't. 90% chose number one. Owners don't care about cheap fees. They're looking for someone that's going to look after the property and manage it for them so they can switch off to it. Now, here is also a very important point. They've got a $700,000, $800,000, $1 million, $1.3 million, depending on where you are, value in an asset. They are looking for someone that they can trust the most. They're not looking for the cheaper agent. And the whole point here is you just need to understand that your contribution to this is simply get good at the game of negotiation. So when they ask you, but the other agent is cheaper, or can you match your management fee with the other agent, or my Sydney property manager only charges X, or questions that are similar, they're simply playing the game of negotiation. You just have to get really good at answering those questions. So my second book that I've written, the PM Fee Script Secrets, we go through 50 common objections that property managers can get at any time and give you all of the answers. If there's an answer you're looking for, you're going to find it in this book. Now, again, the book is free. All you've got to do is pay for shipping. To get the book, just go to stopdiscountingfees.com. But any of our IGT books, just go to igtcentral.com. You'll find all of our books, all of our podcasts there. Take care.